How's it going, guys? I thought I'd do a little video today to talk about supplements, my take on supplements, my sort of regime, what I have for supplements like, and that sort of how I have them throughout the day, and just some advice. I know when you first start training the gym, it can be quite daunting. Walk into a shop, you know, and they've got like thousands of different supplements, you know, different proteins, different BCAAs, different this, and everything's all labelled. It can be quite confusing. So I'm going to talk about my experiences, try and guide you guys, you know, help you out a little bit, and go from there. Again, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just going through what I've experienced and, you know, what works for me. And what works for me might not work for you guys. It's simple as that. What I will say first and foremost is anything to do with diet and training, nutrition, seek advice of professionals. So go and speak to a doctor, go and speak to a nutritionist, you know, and do your own research. You know, whenever I've taken something or added something to my diet, I've always researched it first. I've always, you know, for example, I was taking a protein powder that had glutamine in it. I didn't know what glutamine was, so I researched that for ages and ages and ages, looking at, and I come up with the fact that I didn't want it. You know, the side effects of. There's a lot of things about glutamine and cancer. It's very rare, but I'm like, I don't want to risk it, so I don't take. So don't take that. Because having the glutamine with the protein and with BCAA, so I didn't want to have too much of it like that. So that's just down to me. You know, that's my fears and what I read the pros and cons. So you guys, what I say, do the same. Just do your research, figure out what's good for you, and stay towards your goals. So that being said, let's get into the video. So supplements, what are they? They are what they are. They're supplements. They're not there to build up the base of your diet. You know, if you're going to go training and you've got a goal to work towards when it comes to training like that, you need to have really good nutrition. Eating food is the key. You know, Richard Penner said it the best. So you shouldn't be doing all your powders. You should be doing all your food. You should make sure your diet's on point. And I'm a believer of that as well. You know, I believe that you need to make sure your diet is on point to the T. Make sure your breakfasts, your lunches, your post-workout meals, your dinners, your snacks are all there. They're all giving you what you need. And then you use supplements to supplement that. So, for example, you might have a really good diet, but you are 40 grams of protein off what you need to get. Then get your protein powders. You know, get your BCAAs to help you recover like and whatnot, you know, to help you improve yourself, you know. But again, make sure it's all coming from your food first. Powders afterwards. There's other stuff as well looking at. So I class tablets like multivitamins as supplement as well. So I'll take multivitamins. You know, from a strongman point of view, it's quite difficult to get all your vitamins in. You know, if a meal of strongman like that ain't gonna be, you're gonna be massive carb based, massive protein based, and there'll be some vegetables in there somewhere. But we're not gonna waste calories on something we don't really need. You know, it's more vital to get your carbohydrates and your protein in there. You know, so we ain't gonna have a big massive salad like not a big plate of veg and a little bit of chicken. We're gonna have like a lot of chicken and a little bit of veg. So I like to make sure that I have veg in each of my diet, in each of my meals. So breakfast I'll have tomatoes and spinach. Post-workout I'll have peas, and my dinner I'll usually have broccoli and green beans, or one or two in there. So I'm getting my vitamins in there, but not massively. I have banana as well during training, so it's important for me to get extra boost on there. So I have a multivitamin tablet. I don't take it's actually a sweet. It's like a little gummy sweet. My advice is that you should take it anyway. Like that, I think it's good for good health. You know, just to gives that a bit of a boost. So I'll have that in the morning. I'll also have a cod liver oil tablet. Again, I don't eat a lot of fish. My omegas come mainly from the eggs. And it's just good joint health. You know, I put myself through a lot of stress from training like that. My joints go through a lot of stress day to day. You know, I'm about 25 stone now, so put 25 stone plus the weight and lifting like that, it's a lot of stress on my joints. So it's good to have my cod liver oil tablets to help my joints, you know, stay healthy, stay lubricated, that sort of thing. It's also good for central nervous system health. good for your brain health like that. So it's good to have them on board as well. I also have a garlic tablet. It's a very small tablet. I have them one a day, and it's good for your heart, good for heart health, heart function, and lowering blood pressure. So, well, maintain your blood pressure, make sure it's all working fine like that. So I have one of them, and a vitamin C tablet because I've got a very poor immune system. I'm always catching a cold. I'm ever ill. It's nothing to do with my health like that. I've just got a very poor immune system at the minute. And if you guys are training like day in day out like that, you also notice that your immune system's dropped down quite a bit. So I'll have a vitamin C tablet as well. So my morning routine is already multivitamin tablet, vitamin C tablet, garlic tablet, and a cauliflower tablet. There's more out there. There's more, people have like, calcium, potassium, this, that, and the other like that. Again, I don't go into that sort of stuff, I was going to what works for me like that, and just what I think is more important, like, I have a lot of milk throughout the day, so that's my calcium, my potassium, my potatoes, once there's some like high potassium in there, like, my bananas, and potatoes for like dinner, so I get my skin that stuff anyway like that. So it's a case of I don't go into that side of things. If you want to, like I said, do your research and go into it yourself, but I don't go into that sort of stuff. So we'll start off with the main one. Well, the main one, the first thing I'll have is a pre-workout. I've got pre-workout, but I don't take it religiously. People go gym every single day with the pre-workouts like that. Drink it, and after a while they realise I'm it's not actually working. I'm not getting the buzz anymore. I ain't getting the pump that I need or I had. That's simple. If you take a lot of things your body don't need constantly, your body will just develop a tolerance of it, so it will stop working. I take pre-workout once, twice a week, maybe. If I've had like a rough night's sleep the night before, I'm struggling in the gym like that, then I'll take some. Or if I'm doing like a really heavy training session like that, then I'll take some then as well. But other than that, it's very rare that I take it. At the minute I'm using Superhero from Cytec Nutrition. It's quite nice. It's more caffeine based. You gotta be very careful with pre-workouts. If you look at the ingredients like that, they are highly caffeinated. So again, do your research, have a look into that, and don't take something that's going to put your health at risk. The real stories about people like collapsing and having heart issues like that from having too much pre-workout. Again, I don't drink coffee anymore like that, so my caffeine fix is coming from my pre-workouts. It does sometimes give me a bit of a buzz, but again, it's very rare that I take it. There's thousands of pre-workouts out there. Again, look into it, do your research, and do it, and just then they do what works for you at the end of the day. Like that, if you want to take it. If you don't, you don't. It's not essential. It's there. I think just give it a boost. Alternatively, just get an energy drink. I used to drink the Moose Juice, the energy drinks that they do. I used to drink some of that before training. Works just fine. So it's your preference, guys. Next up is the proteins. There's a lot of proteins out there. There's your wheys, your caffeines, your anabolic, and all that sort of stuff like that. I always took two. I took a recovery shake, the CMP Pro Recover, and a whey protein. Whey proteins act fast, so they're absolutely ideal for a post-workout recovery because the protein's there in your system straight away, and it's activating straight away, and it's starting your recovery straight away. That's ideal. I used to have the CMP Recovery because of the high carb content, and I'd have 2 scoops of that. So there's a lot of carbs, a lot of calories. It's almost like a little mini mass gainer. If you look at the ingredients and the nutrition, is very high. It's a high carb, high calorie, not high calorie. I think it's like 300 calories like that, but it's quite a lot. But it's the stuff that you need to recover. You need your whey protein. You need your carbohydrates. You need and you need your calories. That's why I thought that was the ideal thing for me to have for post workout. And I love the taste of it. So like that, it's a good tasting vanilla protein. So I'd have that after training. Good recovery shake. That's a personal thing that I've done for an extra expense. You guys have to do it like that. Just stick to your normal whey proteins, fast acting, get the job done. The community whey proteins, I'll have that as well throughout the day. So they have like, I'll have like a actual a homemade mass gainer shake midway through the day. I'd have 2 scoops of whey powder in there. Against fast recovery, you know, it's a good hit of protein that you need, and the whey is obviously the whey is the milk byproduct, I believe. So it's as natural as you can get, like that. It's not man-made per se. It's natural to an extent. But I have that. Then I have one before bed as well. Now I was doing the protein before bed for a while, you know, because obviously when you're sleeping like that, you're recovering. So I thought, okay, I'll add some protein to that like that, yeah. The trouble is with a whey protein is it acts fast, so it gets used up straight away, and then it gets stored as fat, and until it's needed like that. So I then got pushed in the direction of casein. Now I've never had casein. I can't remember how it's broken down, but basically casein is a slow active protein, so you'll have it and it will slowly release throughout the day. And if you are taking a protein before bed, I'll say take some casein. It's you know, it's the best one for it, because you aren't moving, you're sleeping, your body's recovering, and it's got and it's got the casein to slowly react throughout the night to have recovery like that. But I never took it. Some trainers, some coaches and whatnot said I should take it like whatnot. I've never had it, but like in a day, it is what it is. Preferences, you know, I didn't take it. It's there if you want it like that. But again, all it is a slow acting protein. The anabolic protein, it is what it is. It's just a man-made protein. That being said, some guy in the lab has made a protein that more efficient and more better than normal protein powders. Again, it's a man in the lab, so it's probably affordable, you know, with all sorts of chemicals like that. If you are new to the game and you're looking and you're worried about health like that, and you're living in the UK, if you find a supplement with tested, I think it's tested in sport or sport tested in it, then you know that's been tested for drugs, for harmful chemicals like that, and you know it's good for you. So, check on that. You guys going into the forces as well. From my experience, from like other YouTubers like that, is that the guys in the army like that, obviously you get a drug test like that, so they always have the ones who've got the little badge on saying sport tested or tested in sport 1 or 2 like whatnot, and then they know that's safe from to have in the army. So you guys are going to the forces and you're looking for a protein, get the tested ones like that, best ones for you. Other than that, like that, again, I don't believe it's bad for your health. Obviously, you know, having loads of it puts a strain on your kidneys and your liver like that, so don't have it as a main core of your diet. Have it, like I said, to supplement your diet. I had a lot of things, and I've had blood tests, and my blood's always come back fine. You know, my kidney, liver are always fine. So it's not affecting me, and touch wood, it won't affect me in the future. But again, just be careful what you're doing. Averagely, I'll take 2 scoops of everything that I have like that, so I have two servings. So I have 2 servings of recovery powder, 2 servings of whey protein for in the midday snack, or the shake that I used to have, and 2 servings for before bed. They eat proteins. They got other things like your BCAAs and your creatines, that sort of thing. I take BCAAs as an intra-workout, so something that I have during training. You can get dedicated intra-workout powders, which is just carbohydrates and BCAAs anyway, for extra bit of money. But I used to have a BCAAs. Again, you want to start recovering quickly. So I would believe rather that start, you know, I used to do a heavy lifting session, so I'll do like an hour of like heavy deads, heavy squats, that sort of thing, and then get a BCAAs in, start the recovery process straight away. That's something that I did. Eddie Ord does the similar sort of thing. To be fair, like all strongmen will do the same sort of thing, have a good intro workout. There's loads out there. I used to get the BCAAs, and you get the EAAs, which is essentially the same sort of thing. But I think there's more aminos in there. Like I see, your BCAAs are your 3 amino acids that are vital for muscle recovery and muscle growth and that sort of thing. So again, I know that, but for training, I suggest you guys do get it. No, it's just a good little boost to have to help you have your recovery. And then the day, it's muscle fuel. you know, your muscles need it. Simple as that. Obviously, you can get it through your meats and your, I think chicken and beef are good ones for natural BCAAs. Some vegetables as well, but get it. You know, it won't harm you to have extra BCAAs in there, especially if you're in the gym training weights like that. Good to have it on your system. Again, I used to have it intra workout. You can have it before training, after training, during training, throughout a day. It's up to you guys, but I used to have it one serving. Mid session snack. I used to have BCAAs and a protein bar. Next one is creatine. Now, creatine is one of the ones that is filled full of controversy. For some reason, people think it's bad for your health. Yeah, it's not good for you, that sort of thing. Looking at, there's no evidence to say it's not bad for you. Like I said, I research a lot of stuff before I take it. Looking at, so I used to research creatine quite a lot before I actually decided to take it. Looking at pros and cons of creatine. The big cons of creatine is that you like, for me, I put on a bit of weight doing it. When I was taking creatine powder, I was boxing at the time, so I was steadily losing weight. When I started taking it, I put a bit of weight on because you do retain water. Simple as that. You know, it's mainly on your joints, which is a plus really, because your joints are really protected like that. Your joints are well lubricated because the water around it, your fluids around it like whatnot, which is good. But again, if you are trying to lose weight, I'd say don't take it. If you are trying to get bigger and stronger, then I'd say do take it. When I used to have my creatine powder, my strength just spiked through the roof. In a matter of like 2 weeks, I was, I think looking at, I was curling, bicep curls. I went from 12.5 kilo bicep curls to 22 kilo bicep curls in like 2 weeks. It's a massive jump. And again, went up and up and up and up. But then the other side of that is I also had a massive drop as well. So when I stopped taking it, looking at, my strength dropped pretty bad. It ain't great. But yeah, I'd say if you're trying to build strength, take it. All it does, it just gives your body more. It's like a natural steroid, basically. Again, it just helps you recover faster, like and whatnot. And it's like energy as well. So your body has got natural creatine reserves anyway, like whatnot, but they're very little. So if you're running or you're jumping, your creatine levels drop quickly. So you need that creatine part to build up like that. It just helps your body with explosive movements like that. It's not as boxing. I used to have it before boxing, and I like my power in my shots. I broke a bag with the power. I was doing pads with the coach, and he had told me to stop because it hurt his wrist because I was hitting so hard. Again, my strength went through the roof, so that's something I do take for strength training like that. Again, if you are looking to lose weight, I'd say don't take it, because you're going to retain water and you're going to bloat a little bit like that. So you aren't going to lose much weight as you are. But again, research it yourself and do what you think's best. The big con of it is it does dehydrate you very badly. Like when I take it like that, I usually dehydrate quite quickly. I get headaches quite a lot. So if you're taking it, make sure you're getting your water on board, and a lot of it. I used to have it as a post-workout. They do say take it as a cycle. I think it's like 2 servings a day for 2 weeks, and then a serving a day for a week, and then stop taking it like that. I never done that. I used to do one serving a day after workout. It was fine for me. I was feeling the benefits of it. I was getting stronger. You know, my strength was improving like that, so it worked for me that sort of way. So yeah, again, research it. Do what you think's best. That's like the main course of that I would take. Other things as well, like your fat burners. That's a no-no as I'm concerned. Like that, I've used them in the past, like that. For me, all done was give me heartburn and give me headache. That's all it used to do for me. I've done the grenade ones. It worked for about a week. I lost a lot of weight. I lost like 7 pounds like a week. But after that, like that again, your body just develops a tolerance of it, like whatnot. So it doesn't work as effectively. And if you look at the ingredients of a fat burner, it's just green tea and caffeine. So from that, I started having a cup of coffee before I went to the gym. It works the same. I'm still sweating like that. Alternatively, green tea as well. I drink that a lot as well. I've gone from coffee now, drinking a lot of green tea. Again, I'm sweating like a pig in the gym. No, green tea speeds up your metabolism, and you do sweat quite a bit. So, forget your fat burners. Just drink green tea and coffee. Simple as that. Special powders, so your diet protein powders and your mass gainers. Again, what your goals are will determine that. So, if you're looking to get bigger and bulk up, put weight on, then get your mass gainer shakes, your mass gainer powders. The average like 1,000 calories per serving, 50 some grams of protein and like 40 grams of like carbohydrates. So it's a lot of stuff inside there. But if your goal is to get bigger and to get bulkier, to build strength, go for it. But if your goal is to stay slim and to lose weight, obviously don't do it like in that. That's why you got your diet powders. Your diet protein powders, they're good. There's I think about 20 grams of protein there, like whatnot, on average, and low carbs and medium calories. But what they are, they're a lot thicker, so they're sitting something like more, so they fill you up quite. You know, it's more of a meal replacement, so it does fill you up. So you're not eating as much throughout the day, so it's good. So if you are looking, you know, if your goals are to lose a bit of weight, get your diet powders, you know, get that sort of thing. But yeah, I think that's covered it. The core things. There's other things out there as well, like that. There's just so much stuff for supplements like that. Again, focus on your diet. Get your diet sorted out first before even thinking about doing this sort of stuff. You know, if you've got a very good diet and you're hitting your macros and whatnot, you don't need to have powder. You don't need to have your you know, your creatines and your proteins as like a main source of your nutrition at the end of the day. You know, make sure it's your food that's giving you what you need, like that. Bit of water there. So just make sure you diet on point first, and use your protein powders like as a supplement. Just use it sparingly, you know, throughout. So for example, if your diet's on point but you're missing, say, about 40 grams of protein, get yourself a protein powder and just bulk up like that's what you need. But don't sit there and have, you know, porridge for breakfast, chicken for dinner, and have like 5 shakes for a day like that. It's not good for you in a day. It does put a toll on your kidneys and your liver. Because in a day it is full of crap. And the reality is, like in that, they say it's 20 grams of protein on there, but it's not really 20 grams. It's probably about 15, if that. That's what's all just, you know, unless it's like an actual tested in sport one, it's usually just full of crap in the day. So bear that in mind. But again, guys, make sure your diet's on point. Seek advice from like a nutritionist and do your own research and do something that matches your goals. That being said, I'll end it there. I think I've covered the base of it. I hope you guys have learned something. The guys that are starting for the gym for the first time like that and want, you know, so want some advice on that. If you are starting the gym, guys, go and check me out on Instagram, BeardFitness91. I do put up like tips like that and training like whatnot. Like I said, I'm no expert, simple as that, but you know, I'm there for my experiences and what works for me. You know, my training formulas, that sort of thing, like that works for me, like that, and it works for you guys are. But we'll leave it there. So check out BeardFitness91 Instagram profile. And from that, guys, leave it there. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week like that, and you hit the gym hard and you reach all your goals. So see you next time, guys.